loves, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Katie. I like the dress I'm wearing and I'm super peppy this morning. I don't know why. I'm even more hyper than I typically am, but okay. Ladies, can you relate to this? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I have so much clothing. I mean, no, you guys would, like, it's a problem. Well, I don't know if it's a problem. It's not a problem for me, maybe for other people. But, okay, so, and I have a room right now that's been full of mold for like 3 or 4 months. So all my clothes are like in the living room. And some of them are in my film studio. So anyways, there's a lot of stuff I've forgotten about, and I was going through my stuff and I'm like, I don't even remember buying this. And it's this cute little dress. Do you love it? I love my little dress. So I was just like, I'm so happy to have a light blue dress. Material isn't great, but that's okay. Because this is what you came for in the title of the video. This is gonna be all over the place, but we're gonna have some fun. If you saw the title, and I know you did, guys, it looks like Elon is confirming these parties. So if you remember, we have been covering this thing with Substack and House Inhabitant, a woman named Jessica. Jessica is, I guess, I don't know if you call her a journalist. I don't say that to be mean. I'm not like trying to quote to like put her down at all. I just know she doesn't really look at herself as a journalist. I guess maybe she is. I don't know. But she's been putting out pieces about Elon Musk and Amber Heard and the fact that she has eyewitness accounts of people who have said that they have these underage pharmaceutical cuddle parties. Please infer all of that. And that it's a big mess. And it's a big nightmare, and people have been involved, and several things right now it looks like are getting confirmed. And it's directly from Elon, and I've got all of that, and we are gonna watch it today. You're going to love this. So what has happened? First of all, before we get into this, if you're new, hi, how are you? My name is Katie, and on this channel, I laugh at and cover all the trending topics, and we talk about a lot of hard stuff, but we do it, and we have so much fun, and we giggle through it. Because at the end of the day, none of this matters. Nobody's gonna be here in a few years anyway. I say a few years. I mean, like at some point, we're all gonna leave the planet, and I say that with absolute love. Why am I getting so philosophical today? I'm like giggly and philosophical. I mean, you get a lot of that regardless. I just feel like it's more amped up. But let's just see what all we can extrapolate from it and have some fun with it. So if you like videos and content like this, make sure and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Here's how I see it. We're talking about some dark stuff, right? But we have enough neckbeards screaming at us about all this. And I say this with love. Hey, neckbeards, hey. I do. I love a good neckbeard, right? But I feel like there aren't enough just really super feminine, bubbly, hyper voices to bring some of these things. So I think we can bring light into the darkness without it having to be so heavy, and we can transcend it. That's my goal. Talking about Elon Musk. Also, right now my dress is in my chest and my bras never fit right if you're new. Welcome, it's a work in progress. We are working on it, meaning I just laugh at it every day until at some point I break down a good Victoria's Secret and make myself buy expensive bras. Let's talk. So, I have been covering this. I have links in the cards, guys. You can go check out that this person, like I said, her name is Jessica Krause, and she has something called Substack, which I guess is, I'm assuming is like a blogging thing. Maybe it's more, I don't know if it's like a Web3 situation. I haven't looked into it, but it's kind of putting them on the map, which is cool. She did a piece where she spoke with one of Elon and Amber's throupling kind of ex-girlfriends, and it was a mess. Now, I'll tell you what was said, and then we're gonna go into Elon confirming a lot of this. So in this, Jessica Krause says that the person she spoke with, they call her Gia, she was kind of a girlfriend to Amber, which made her kind of a girlfriend to Elon, and she ran in those circles and talked a lot about Amber. Talked about Amber would put things in her that would make her sleep, not be conscious, and she had no consent, please infer. Also talked about these big elaborate parties that they would have, right? That they had these big themed parties. And at one of these in particular parties that Gia, so Gia's the girl this happened to, Jessica's the writer. Gia brought a date, and that Amber lost her mind. Now in this, she said it was one of Elon's parties and the theme was Great Gatsby. Talked about the dress she wore, and apparently in all of this, Amber Heard physically attacked her. This stuff, like, it just gets crazier and crazier. All of this gets crazier and crazier, as you guys know, following it with me. So physically attacks her with a wine bottle, and through all of this mess, And all of this situation, she leaves, and Elon then comes to her at another party, goes to Gia directly and says, Amber is not mentally well, and I'm afraid she would end you. Please be careful. And that Elon was genuinely scared. I've put out videos about the fact that Elon has said some of this stuff. Well, now an oldish-ish interview has surfaced where it looks like Elon is actually confirming a lot of what had happened. So we're going to jump on my computer. Let's play the Is My Mic Gonna Cut Out game. Let's go slow. Slow, that's right. Kind of like a lady, gotta finesse her and caress her. That sounds weird. I was gonna say, I guess I'm speaking from my experience. Yes, finesse me and caress me, everybody. No, don't touch me unless I give you an opinion. No, what was I gonna say? Unless I give you permission. Permission and opinion. Do those sound the same? Why did my brain do that? Yes, everybody, come caress me. That's so weird. Okay, so let's pull this up, and I'm going to show you exactly what's happening with Elon.
With that joint like incident too, just doing something so cool and normal. Like, how do you, like, as successful and famous as you are, how do you like stay normal and doing stuff like that? Like,
I mean, I don't know. I think like most people in like the corporate world are really try to conform to some sort of, behavioral thing that's like makes them seem like I don't know, like a android or drone or something, it's like, or like some NPC in a video game with like a limited dialogue tree,
Yeah.
And you're like, are you
he's
real?
like, yeah. What'd you say? NPC?
Like an NPC, in like a video game where like with a dialogue tree that's like really only has like 6 options or something. That seems like most corporate CEOs behave like that. I'm like, are you even real? Like, how do we know you're not an NPC, So I don't know. I mean,
it's cool.
I didn't expect to be I feel like CEO of like these big companies and stuff. So just sort of happened that way.
I think compared to all the other CEOs, you're the most down to earth guy.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Like, it's just, it's cool. Like,
ironically, for space.
And you're a fun dude, bro.
Yeah. How come,
bro?
This is a spy chip.
Your Twitter feed is on a different level funny. Like
it seems as if you don't really.
I mean, I strive to keep the people entertained,
bro. Do people give you a hard time?
I want to earn my keep and with the people,
Bro, you're crushing on Twitter.
Entertained.
How do you feel about that? Like going back and forth with like people on Twitter without like no lawyers or anything like that. Like,
man, I have to say, I've gotten into trouble so many times on Twitter. It's insane.
How often? I always wonder. I want to know how you get away with everything.
You say some things. Like,
do you have a team that approves it, or do you just fire it?
Like literally, I'm the only one who's ever tweeted, I'm the only one who's ever had access to that Twitter account.
Do you have some go-to people that you like run by though? Like, yo, should I?
Like, do you think
everyone
this is
every now
pop
and again, I'll like, okay, I'll like show this to a friend. Like, is this too crazy to tweet? Or
like, what about the recent one?
Usually will say like yes, and I don't know, I'll save it and think about it maybe. But I don't know. But I've gotten like into legal trouble, legal trouble with tweets.
Really? Anything you could say or no?
Well, no. I mean, some of it's like most of it's like public. So.
You've gotten into some battles though.
No, but like when I said I was like taking Tesla private, I was at 420.
That's hilarious.
I mean, with all this,
some people just don't have a sense of humor. It turns out. Anyway,
I wonder, like, with
that's
all
so
this, with all this.
That's crazy. Yo, Elon's birthday is 69 days after 420.
Yeah, can you even believe that?
Yeah, bro, that's the funniest thing to me.
How is my birthday 69 days after 420? That's insane. That's why, like, we must be living in a simulation or something. This is too crazy.
Yeah, that's the funniest thing to me.
Yeah.
Easy to remember. We gotta get through something.
Is it June?
Yeah, June 28th.
Nice.
Yeah. 6/6/28, which is also a Tau Day, which is 2 pi.
What'd you do on your birthday?
I think I just had dinner with friends.
Nothing special?
Nothing special this year. And like, I actually haven't really had a real party for a few years. I used to have like really big birthday parties.
That's what I'm saying. You could be like Gatsby, bro.
I actually literally had a Gatsby party at one point.
Where was that?
Where at?
At my house in the Bay Area, which I no longer own.
Can you tell us about it? Because we weren't invited. I don't know if were you invited?
You weren't. No, I wasn't. I think Post Malone was. Post told me once he went to like one of your parties. I don't know if it was.
He came to the house
LA.
my old house in LA.
Yeah, but he said it was a themed party too, I think, right? Or it was a medieval themed. It was something.
Maybe.
He was telling me
Actually, maybe he
something.
did come to a party.
We had him on here like 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
host.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's funny.
What's an Elon Musk house party look like?
Well, my parties generally are very high production value. So, like I said, I haven't held a party in several years. So it's, with COVID and all, it's like a bunch of my friends, couldn't, whatever. Like a lot of my friends live in other countries and they couldn't even come to the US. So,
Sure.
yeah, so I haven't really like held a big party for, I don't know, maybe 3 years or so. But I guess it would probably been about 4 or 5 years ago. Had a sort of a kind of a Gatsby themed party at this house out in the Bay Area, which is like you can see it online because I sold it, and people like they doxed the house and whatever, so you can see pictures of it. It's like it really is like very much like a haunted mansion situation.
Yeah.
It's possibly the creepiest. In fact, it is the creepiest house I've ever lived in.
Really?
Yeah.
Why
Why?
is that though?
Why? I had two parties. I one Gatsby party and one sort of Castlevania party.
You gotta tell us, like performers, anybody?
Yeah, performers and stuff. Like
Stones.
no, it's like I don't have like a famous band or anything. It's just high production value, sort of set design.
Oh, nice.
So,
That's important.
Theme parties, bro.
yeah, just in terms of the sort of the production value, set design of the party, and there are performers. They're just not like celebrity performers.
Got it.
They're singers and dancers.
How many people you think go?
Maybe I have like it's not super big, like 100 or so people.
Cops called or no?
Yeah, actually.
Oh my God.
What about the ratio with like women and guys?
So this that party was in Hillsborough.
Oh, yeah.
In the Bay Area,
Yeah.
where like everyone goes to bed at 10 p.m. And so the cops got called like 4 times.
And you greet them or somebody talks to them?
No, somebody talked to them, but like at first they couldn't find the house, because this house has like a weirdly long driveway, like so long that like if you take an Uber there, like they're convinced it's like they're just going into the woods or something.
Mm-hmm.
So it took a while for the police to actually even find the house. But then like the whole neighborhood was calling the cops basically.
Okay, so I know that clip was a little long, but that's what I wanted to show you. So first of all, I wanted to go into any information we have about his house parties or his house. And let me tell you what this actually confirms, what you're looking at, because you might be like, that's not that big a deal. He had a Gatsby themed party. Well, not only did he say he has parties, it was Gatsby themed, number one. Says he used to have several, and then the timeline, well, it's been a few years, and I forget what he says, but the timeline matches up almost exactly with what Jessica's source, Gia, was saying. So when we see that, on top of the fact that just recently Musk had put out a tweet, right? I can't remember what it was, but he put out a tweet and somebody had written, about Grimes and Amber being absolutely crazy. And he then tweeted back a bullseye. He tweeted back a bullseye with that, which basically he was calling Amber a complete psychopath in this. So when I look at this and I see this, it's just interesting because here's what's happening if you don't know, like here's the update with Jessica Krause's Substack, right? And it's called House Inhabitant. So she, and with her Instagram, she's got almost 1 million followers and she's getting all this suspicious activity. And now apparently Elon and Amber are trying to sue her for defamation to scare her. But I really like Jessica, and I'll tell you what she's doing and what I think of this. She's basically said, I stand by everything I said. I stand by all my evidence. I stand by my sources. If they want to come after me, let's play, MFers. And I love it because here's the thing. When you have that much money, when you're going to sue somebody for defamation, and you guys already know this from the Johnny Depp trial, it is so insanely hard, if not impossible, to sue for defamation or win, which is why it was so huge that Johnny Depp actually won, which really just proves what a turd Amber has been for the jury to be like, this messed up. Let's give him some money, because it rarely happens. With defamation, you have to prove that that person believed or didn't believe what they were saying, depending on what it was in the context, which how do you prove somebody's belief? That can be very difficult. But when people threaten that, it's typically because they're trying to shut somebody up. That's the other thing. Why would you go after somebody that doesn't have any money? Well, it's because they don't care about the money. They just want to shut people up. And now we know Elon is like one of the richest people on the planet. And at this point, we would have to argue, and this is how I would look at this. Is Elon a victim to Amber, which I would say he probably is? Or is Elon also involved in all that dark underbelly that goes on within Hollywood, big tech, and all the big industries? And here's the thing. I have a soft spot for Elon. I actually like Elon. I've said this before. I think Elon, I don't think he's pure evil like a lot of people think. And I also don't think Elon is pure good either. I think he's probably somewhere in the middle. And I think he kind of has to walk that line of being with all those crazy elites and what they do and not making them too mad versus staying true to his vision. Like when I pick up on him intuitively, I don't necessarily feel, that's just me and from watching him and studying him. I don't know that I feel like he's this absolutely awful person. He could be, I don't know. By the way, like it's not like I know these people. I'm just giving you my opinion, right? I'm just a neckbeard right now. But I tend to like him a lot more, and I think it is because he's like a man of the people, right? He's like, I gotta earn my keep and keep them laughing and stuff. So my thought is this. We have to kind of analyze, where does Elon actually fall into all of this? Because we could say he's a victim of Amber's, but if he was participating in these parties with minors and pharmaceuticals, if this was something that routinely goes on, okay, maybe he's a victim to Amber, but he's also a perpetrator. Or is he? Now, if he's had these parties go on with this stuff and we're hearing confirmations that a Gatsby themed party happened at the same time and that now she's having threats of legal action, it makes you wonder. But what I like about Jessica, Jessica don't care. Jessica is not backing down. And many times, guys, what will happen when somebody comes at you with this legal action to scare you to the wrong person, or what I call the right person or the right girl, it fires them up and says, come at me, let's play. And that person can become your worst nightmare. And I love seeing not just empowered stories like that, but empowered women who are going to stand in their truth and speak what they need to. That's what we need more of. I am so tired of people being so scared to say their truth. They will just go wherever the wind blows of opinions from whoever is around them, whatever's popular, whatever will get them in that moment what they think they want or need. And that's why I love stuff like this. Speaking truth to power is such a huge weight. And on this channel, we definitely support Jessica doing that, and apparently more is coming out. That's the other thing I want to point out. I've talked about this a little bit. Jessica said in her writing, she put in only a fraction of what she could have. And in her position, when you're doing stuff like that, as I've been on YouTube, that is always the case. So I think this story is going to get crazier. It's going to get juicier. And I think we're going to even have more of Hollywood brought in. And I don't think it's done. What do you guys think? Do you think Elon admitted this? Do you think this proves a good situation for Jessica? Sound off and let me know. Also, guys, subscribe and hit the notification bell. I have stuff coming out this week. This is not the first time Elon has been accused of some stuff, and we're going to be doing some deep dives into that. Okay, guys, I think that's it for me here. Take care, lots of love, lots of blessings. Till the next video, as always, I'm giving everybody hugs, kisses, stay safe, and as always, your girl. We'll see you soon. Bye, guys.